Hey everyone, today I want to talk a little bit about understanding how to recharge in general. Now, I've kind of gravitated towards all three of these methods. I just kind of, discovered them all on my own. The first thing is crypto, and then the second thing was stock market, and the third thing was Forex. So I kind of want to go over a strategy on a basic strategy of understanding on how to read all three kinds of charts, and there's pros and cons to each one of these. But if you understand the pros and cons and you understand how each one of them works, you could make money three different ways on a regular basis, and you don't really need, any other source of income. If you understand how to read charts in general, you can make money in crypto, you can make money in the stock market, and you can make money with Forex. They all have their pros and cons, and I kind of want to go over each one of them. And then I want to kind of go over a universal strategy that it works for all three. I think it's the best strategy for all three of these. If you could use this same strategy for all three of these, but at the end of the day, all three of these, crypto, stock market, and Forex, they all have their pros and cons. I kind of want to go over the pros and cons of each one of them, and then I'll go over the strategy that I think works for all of them. So there's pros and cons to each, and today I'm just going to be going over, if you understand how to read charts in general, you potentially can make a lot of money. Big disclaimer there, but I'm not responsible for any profit or loss, but if you understand how to read charts in general, you can make money three different ways. So anyway, I'm going to show you each of these charts and show you what I would do to actually profit from each. Okay, so I'm going to get started here with Bitcoin, and I put this on the weekly just to show you guys a general. What with Bitcoin and crypto altogether, the rule with crypto here, the pros and cons, you can trade crypto 24/7. It's open 24/7. You can trade anytime you want. It never closes compared to the other two. So that is a plus. Crypto is always moving. It's always going up and down. With crypto, it is a 4-year cycle. Let's go from, you have the bear market, you have the accumulation, and then you have the bull run. So we're entering into where the market is turning more bullish, because next year is the halving, and that will cause the price to go up tremendously. And if you understand when it's going to start, you can make a lot of money. Like, I'll give you an example of what I'm currently doing. I'm trading Bitcoin on the MetaTrader, and right now, as long as Bitcoin stays above 35,000, which it could, anything could happen, but since I know it's potentially going into a bull run, I have a good feeling that these numbers are just going to keep going up. So my point here is I'm trading Bitcoin on a Forex app called MetaTrader. I have here it's basically a 0.10 lot size here. I have one here, 4 there, 1, 1, 1. So basically, if you do the math, and the numbers up here at the top, there's 7 digits right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 7 digits. So basically, if Bitcoin goes up to 100,000, like everyone's saying, plus the decimal points, that's 6 digits. Plus the decimal points, that's 8 digits. And basically, my 10 Satoshi lot size here will give me 1 Bitcoin if Bitcoin goes up 100,000 from here. If it goes up 100,000 from where I get, if Bitcoin goes up 100,000 from 35,000, which is going to happen next year, so I'm waiting on this. So that is just what I'm doing with Bitcoin. I'm waiting for the actual bull run, and I'm riding it out. But anyone can trade Bitcoin It's 24/7. You could do it. It has a 4-year cycle. So if you understand the cycle of where Bitcoin is, you can make a lot of money. So right now, pretty much, it's been going up. So anybody can take a trade. Very rarely is it been going down. It dumps a little bit, but then it bounces back. So overall, it's slowly going up from what I could see, because we are entering into a bull run shortly. So it's preparing to go big here. It's preparing to go to that 100,000 mark next year. So it's slowly going up. It's consolidating a little bit, going up more, consolidating, going up more. It's kind of the pattern. And as you can see here, previously, okay, so previously you see, this is the weekly. It goes up, and then it goes down. So this was, I believe, this was the all-time high right here. It reached the all-time high, and then it started tanking. So you could literally catch Bitcoin on the way up, and then you can make money when it comes down. You just have to understand that Bitcoin is a 4-year cycle. Okay, so that's enough on crypto. Let's go to stock market, and we'll go to, not Forex, we'll go to stocks. Now with stocks, you could basically get started doing for a very cheap price. Now the pros and cons to doing it with stock market is you can do options trading. Let's go to the hour here. So we're going to go to the hour here with the stock market, and basically you have to understand the pros and cons to this is that the stock market is open Monday through Friday, and it opens up at certain times and ends at certain times. It's not 24 hours like crypto is. But for the average person, they could come in and let me just show you guys SPY. Now, you could understand how to read charts here, and let's just look at SPY real quick. Let's say you want to do SPY. Now, what I teach is doing in-the-money contracts. And basically, you want to make sure that whether you're doing a call or a put, you want to make sure you get as close to this dot as possible. So let's just do call here. Let's just see. No, let's do put. Okay, so you could do a put here. And for about $600, you could do a good in-the-money contract. Like right here, you see that it is close to the dot. So all you have to do is this will give you the best gains possible. But all you have to do is be accurate on your trading decisions. And if this goes past this dot here, you're in profit. So it's an easy $100, $200, whatever you want to do. And you can scale. The pro here to doing stocks is you can compound. So if you get good, now this would cost about $600 for this in the money part to get in this position here. But what we do, if you're right on your trading, you'll make profit. So you can easily compound and scale this up, and if you have 1,200, you could buy 2 contracts and 3 contracts for it, and it's scalable. But Monday through Friday, it is scalable. So that's a way to do it. But I personally start small with SPY. I wait till there's a little bit of profit, and then eventually I'm going to be moving on to MicroStrategy because MicroStrategy is connected to Bitcoin. And the amount of money that you can make doing MicroStrategy is going to be a lot more. The contracts are a lot more because it's connected to Bitcoin, and the moves are much more massive. So you'll have to pay more for the contracts, for in the money contracts, but you'll make a lot more money. Like this is a 6,000. This is a 6,000 contract, and you're not even at the dot yet. Let's just go more. So let's do 7,000. Now, the thing about this is today is Monday, and the stock market hasn't really opened yet. But once Thursday, Friday roll around, the contracts are going to be cheaper. The contracts are going to be cheaper for SPY. The contracts are going to be cheaper all around for like Thursday and Friday, because if you buy a week contract, they expire in just like 2 to 1 day, so they're cheaper. So Thursday, Friday is a really good day to do stocks if you find the signal. And then if you find a good moment like right here and you ride this out, you can make a lot of money doing MicroStrategy. So anyway, that is stocks, and basically if you have an understanding, you can make money with stocks doing it that way. You can compound real easy, and you can make money Monday through Friday if you understand where to trade at. So Forex is the last thing that I discovered recently, and I like the Japan yen. Now the thing about Forex is you have to have a lot of capital in order to make a lot of money, so that is the con. You have to make a lot of you have to slowly compound your account. You grow a small account. Or the other method you have with this is you have to pass a prop firm challenge, which is the only way to have a lot of capital for a Forex account. Now, I use a prop firm called Thunder Pro. This is the one I've used. I've done it twice. I failed it twice. The first attempt I did at this, I passed the first stage, and the second stage I failed, and then the second time I did it, I just failed. I failed the second one, but I figured out a strategy that works. So I'm doing it for a third time, and I think this time I'm actually going to win. But with this particular prop firm, and links will be below if you want to participate. But this prop firm, you have to there's 2 stages, and the first stage you got to make 10% of the balance that they give you, and then if you pass that one, you have 5 trading days to do it. You can trade all day, but you have 5 trading days to do it. You can't go down more than 5%, and you can't, for the day, and then you can't go down altogether for 10%. And then stage 2, you have to make 8% with the same rules. If you pass that, then you pass the challenge. But with Forex, the major con here is you have to start small, and you have to slowly build it up. If you don't have 100,000, it's going to take a very long time to see any kind of big results. You pretty much have to pass the prop firm challenge in order to have a lot of capital with trading Forex. So that's kind of the pros and cons of each one of these. What I want to kind of do is go over a universal strategy that tends to work for all of them. That is something that I follow. Now, what I do here is I have my TMA overlay, and I have my this is the moving average overlay. It's made by a guy that has a YouTube channel. His name is The Moving Average. This is his indicator. He has his own specific ways that he does this, but I just use it for the 200 moving average here, and I have my trend fill selected. So I have that selected. And then I also, for my moving averages, I have 9, 21, and 50. So I have that selected too. So it helps me understand. But the strategy really is, what I look for first is I look for the candles to see if the candles will pass through the... See if the candles pass through the 200 moving averages, and once I see that, that is a clear indication for me to get into that position. You can see that for crypto. You'll see that for crypto. And this whole time right here, when it passes through the 200 moving average, it's basically the indication that everything's going up. So once the candles pass through the 200 moving average, the signal that you need to go focus on is up. So every moment here in the RSI, you can take these quick scalps with the RSI. You can notice that every time it goes up, you can just look at your RSI and take quick little scalps. So you know that it is going up. So every time that you see it in the RSI, you can take quick scalps. Every time you see the RSI go up, you could take quick little scalps. So use the 200 moving averages to figure out what the trend is, and you can do it that way. So this works for Bitcoin, and this works for, let's do stocks first. We'll do SPY. See if it works for SPY. See right here, candles pass through. It's an indication that everything's going up. Candles pass through, it's an indication that it's going down, so you can easily take profit there. Same thing I said with the RSI. Once it passes down or passes through the 200 moving average, you can make profit. So you see right here that it passes through, so you can focus on all the moments in the RSI when it's going down. Like, you know, if you miss the moment it crosses the 200 moving average, you can get in here. You can get in here. Just find all the moments where it's going down. So that's kind of what it is. So that's SPY, and then let's look at Forex. So Forex here, it's the same thing, and this is probably what's going to make me win the prop firm challenge. Right now we can see that Japan, it has already passed down, and what it looks like is it's going to start going back up. I'm going to catch it when it's passing through the 200 moving average, and it's the same thing, and this is what I'm going to be using to pass my prop firm challenge. So basically, if you look right here, the volatility here is, there's a lot of volume that goes into this, so it will pass through the 200 moving average a lot sooner than the other two do. So you see it passing through right here, so this would have been an excellent point to get into, especially if you're in a prop firm challenge. And basically all you do is ride that up. And then if you want to, you just find all the moments where it's going up, because you basically know that the trend's going up. So I basically use the 200 moving averages to find major moments in shift of direction in the market. And it tends to work for all three. Again, there's certain pros and cons of each of these. But if you understand how to read charts in general, you can make money 3 different ways. You can make money passively 3 different ways. Crypto's the only one that's open 24/7, but you know, when crypto on the weekend, usually it's pretty slow until the stock market opens and it kind of moves. But that all really depends on news and things like that. And you know, the other two they're only open at certain times. Now, California time with Forex, right now Forex is already moving, but it was Sunday at 2 p.m. my time is when Forex starts, and then Forex closes on Sunday at 2, I believe. So the hours are different. With the stock market, it's Monday through Friday. It opens, I think, at 6:30 my time, and then it closes, I think, 1 to 2 my time. So they have their hours. So you got to be available for the hours of when the markets are open. But you know, crypto is 24/7. So if you understand the hours and how everything works, you can make money 3 different ways. I would focus really on one of these first, master one, and then focus on the other 2. It's what I've done. I've really practiced this for the last year and a half, and I can kind of look at all 3 of these and profit from all 3 because I've studied patterns for like a year and a half. So I focus on all 3. But anyway, on this channel, you'll see patterns, you'll see strategies, but I think what I covered in this video is the best strategy to get the most out of all 3 of these. So anyway, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys in future videos.